Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Sports Connoisseur Show. I'm your host, Kenan Cho, and this week we're going to be discussing the divisional playoff round and why all 8 teams have a real chance of winning this week. First game coming up Saturday at 4 o'clock is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Probably the most consistent team in the NFL versus the least consistent team in the NFL. With that being said, it's not just as easy as who's going to win this game. Everybody thinks that the 49ers have this hand over fist. But let me remind you, everybody thought that of the Saints last week as well. There's a 7-point differential in the spread for this game this week, and I don't think the margin's that big. The truth is, the Vikings have the best running back in the NFL with Dalvin Cook and the best wide receiver combo with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. So I don't think it's going to be quite as easy as everybody thinks. The other fact that I'd like to bring up is that first-time playoff quarterbacks are 12 and 25. That's not very good odds, and this is going to be Jimmy G's first playoff game, not to mention he's not the most careful person with the ball. With all of that being said, I still have the 49ers to pull it off, but I'm taking the Vikings against the spread. The second game of the divisional round brings us a matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. While the Baltimore Ravens have the runaway MVP and Lamar Jackson and breakout star Mark Andrews behind them, not to mention Marcus Peters, one of the most shutdown corners in the league, the Titans are no floozies. They have, by far, the best running back over the last 7 weeks, rushing for over 100 yards 6 out of the last 7 weeks. Derrick Henry has been on fire. And the really crazy thing is Tannehill. Since taking over from Mariota, he has had the best quarterback rating in the NFL. And their defense is not to be trifled with. This surprise is going to hit everybody in a weird way. I'm excited to see your comments. But this week, I have the Tennessee Titans beating the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional round of the playoffs. That brings us to Sunday. The first game on Sunday is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are suffering with injuries with Will Fuller, and the Kansas City Chiefs have injuries with both Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. I'm not really sure who all's going to play yet, but the truth is they can have a major impact on the results of this game. Well, a lot of folks have the Kansas City Chiefs picked to win. The truth is the Texans handedly beat the Chiefs just a few weeks ago. But since then, the Chiefs have had one of the top-ranked defenses in the NFL, and we all know that's been their Achilles heel. With that being said, we can't write the Texans off just yet because Deshaun Watson has been a tremendous game finisher. Having 9 game-winning drives in his only 40 starts, compared to Patrick Mahomes' 3 game-winning drives in 33 starts. I think that there's definitely a discrepancy there, but at the end of the day, the Chiefs take care of this one and cover the spread. The last game of the divisional round is the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I don't really get it. Everybody's been down on the Packers all year. Let me remind everybody, they've only lost 3 games. But the Seattle Seahawks have been playing really, really good football. And Russell Wilson has been on another level this year. It's really been nice to see him mature and continue to grow and get better as a quarterback. But at the end of the day, the Seahawks line and running back core is completely depleted. They've brought in Marshawn Lynch, which I hope we all know that his time has passed and he's not really going to have an impact in this game. So I have the Packers winning handedly over the Seahawks and, of course, covering the spread. This truly has been an amazing year for football, and the playoffs are only going to get better. I'm very excited to see the games this weekend, and I hope you are as well. Check back in with us, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.